These are the tools that I use for cutting out paper. I use a self-healing mat, a rotary cutter, and an acrylic template that I find at the fabric store. This particular model of rotary cutter has a blade protector on the back, and you need to open it so that your blade will be exposed to be cut. Otherwise, when the lock is on in the center, the blade will not be exposed. My personal preference is for the Olaf, and it has a blade protector also that you take and remove. So that's it for right now. I like to fan fold. I like to cut numerous layers at a time when I am cutting with a template. So I line up, I fold my paper in half. Let's just do from scratch. I fold my paper, and using my template as a guide, I'm generous with how much room I allow on either side. I'm holding that into position so it doesn't shift and crease all the way down the length. And then I just accordion fold it until I have 6 layers. This is boring, so I'm going to stop it for a moment. Okay, that was my last fold. I now have 6 layers of paper. I've done one more fold, and I'm going to use a knife to just cut it off. When I folded it in accordion fold, I made sure that I had the white side, the off side out, so that when I use my template I do not scratch the surface of the pretty part. So now, because I have so many layers, I am going to staple it. And you want to staple it so that you have at least 2 staples in the area that you're going to be cutting out your template. You can always add one later if you need to. Now, I will get everything I need. And I'm going to check to make sure this is in the viewfinder. Hold on, please. Cool. Okay. So now I have my rotary cutter. I have it open. I have my template lined up on my self-healing mat. I have the part that I stapled on the bottom because you want that to be the last one you cut. And you want to cut. I like to cut my that part that's attached to the long thing first, so I get it out of my way. Then, holding on to the template, I rotate my mat. Reposition my hand and cut again. Rotate the mat and cut again. And rotate the mat and cut again. The only other thing that I can think of that I have forgotten to mention is that I use little sandpaper feet on the bottom of my template so that it doesn't shift. And now you will see this is a perfect square. Hope that helps. This is a test to see how this works for filming it. I am making size A4 paper for modulars. I am the staple that I put in the paper earlier was not in the right spot, so that's going to cause a little bit of difficulty, but we will work around it. So, getting my paper lined up. This is how I use the rotary cutter. I put the blade down next to it and keep close to it. I'm going to pull this out of the way. I hope that you can see that. And because it's not a template that I can go around, I need to take the measurements which I have lined up on my ruler and line them up. And then I cut again. Maybe this will be better. Here, now I have size A4 paper ready to go to make modulars out of.